Jungling by this game again, and so part of the reason, well, okay, a lot of the reason I went by this game, I was planning on going Udi or something, but a lot of the reason I went by was because they have a Janna, which is pretty much one of the best disengage champs in the game, and when Vi uses her assault and battery, she cannot be interrupted, so she can force engages even through Janna's disengage. Although it's something you have to be careful about because Janna can like blow all your teammates away while you're using it, so you'll be stuck alone in the enemy team, which is not good. But one of the problems with their team composition is that they have a Kennen, a Maokai, and a Janna. So they have Kennen and Maokai, which have great AoE damage and control, and they have Janna, which blows everybody in separate directions. So it's kind of self-conflicting. And then you have Lucian's ult, which doesn't do anything. So looking at the lanes right now, I think bot lane should be fine. Sona generally does pretty good against Janna because you have sustain and you can usually outpoke her. And then Lucian just doesn't do that much damage, so Ezreal should be fine against that. Top lane might be a struggle. Renekton's typically a lane bully, so I think my focus this game will be on shutting down top lane as well as mid lane. And unless bot lane is really struggling, then I will probably ignore them for the most part. That's a really good leash. So for now, just clearing my jungle. Renekton might be really hard to kill early on because he started with Dorn's shield. So hopefully I can get a summoner if I gank top. I might actually gank mid level 2 before Kennen gets his stupid electricity thing. Or his like running away little ball of crap. Whatever that is. Nope, never mind. He's too pushed, he can't gank, so I'll clear red buff and then go top. I think I mentioned this in my other Vi video, but make sure you line up your E so that you knock through multiple targets because it hits multiple targets in a straight line. So try to hit all the jungle creeps with it, it'll clear faster. So Lee Sin's actually being pretty aggressive, which is a bit surprising. Okay, it didn't actually get the flash out, unfortunately. You see that Maokai's mid, so I'm probably just going to, no, probably prove the P2 push. I was going to get double golems and then go top for another gank. Because it is so pushed, I have to be careful that Maokai might be ganking top instead. So, gonna head back there. I don't know why bot's getting really pushed. I feel like our bot lane should be stronger than theirs. But anyways. Yep, so Maokai is here. So I'm gonna sit around this area for a while, not really concerned with bot. So that I'll be able to So notice that when I use my E there, I actually managed to hit Kennen with it. Wow, you should have seen that coming. Maokai's been sitting top for how long? Flash? Do you have flash? No. If he dives, honestly, wow, okay, he didn't get killed. But I might be able to. So yeah, Lee should have seen that coming. It was pretty obvious that he's going to sit there, but I also didn't warn him, so I can't really blame him for that. And then mid, Kennen used his ignite already, so not much threat of Ahri dying. I'm just gonna push out the wave for when Lee Sin comes back. And since bot's been pushed pretty much this entire time, I think I'm gonna head bot and actually gank next. Shoes and sword. I would have gone a ward, but since Vi is a no sustain jungler, I figured that I would just get some pots instead to make sure that I don't die when I'm trying to gank. Really difficult for me to gank mid right now because it's so pushed. Ganks for Vi get a lot easier when you hit level 6. Actually, wow. So Ahri just pretty much stood there and face tanked Kennen, which is why she died. I think Lee should be fine, because Maokai doesn't have his ult up. Might be able to kill Kennen. I'm gonna try to blow his electricity ball. Yep. So blew his electricity with my gap closer before he could and then use my ult after it was finished up or while it was going on, in order to be able to catch up to him still. So that's how I managed to get that kill. Because if you lead in with your ult first, then the increased resistances on his electricity crap. Make it really difficult to kill him. Don't know if he used his flash earlier or not, so mid is going to remain difficult to gank. Bot seems like I came at a wrong time, but since I just got a kill, it's also a pretty good time to recall and head back top where Lee Sin seems to be struggling a bit. Yep, he is struggling. Yeah, so this Renekton is getting really tanky, although he is pretty much rushing straight up armor, so that that's actually really good for him because Renekton scales off like nothing, so he can just build really tanky and still have a lot of damage. Yeah, so Maokai was just here trying to take my red. Luckily, I showed up right then, so he didn't manage to get it, and I'm probably just going to get... What? I didn't clear that little minion, so I'm going to go gank top after my ult's back up. Hopefully I can at least get a summoner out of him. Oh shit, I leveled the wrong skill. Okay. Okay, so it's warded there. So if I approach, it's gonna have to be through river. Good play by bot lane. We'll be able to pick up 2, maybe. Yes, they should. Hopefully they get out of there, so I'm not really gonna bother with that. Ahri seems to be doing pretty good as well, so now I'm going to try to approach it through river and see if I can kill Renekton here. So he had multiple wards, so he should not have seen me through the Tribush ward. So if he comes out to harass Lee Sin, that's probably when I'm going to go in. But he's playing I'm not going to waste my ult on him since he's so tanky until that happens. Yeah, so really risky play there. But now that he's so low, he can't defend top, so I'm gonna help Lee push out top tower. And Renekton probably won't be able to stay here. We have to be careful of Kennen coming, so I'm going to try to stand a little bit separate from Lee. Nope, Kennen's back mid, so that's all fine. So easy tower for us, since we scared Renekton away. And I'm probably just going to farm until I get my ult back up. Choose this game are going to be Merc Treads, and I'll put a ward on Dragon, since if I'm going to be hanging around top and mid most of the time, then Mal's going to find a lot of opportunities to Dragon. So I'll ward Dragon, and then hopefully I can get a gank bot, although without my ult it's going to be a little difficult. So he warded there, so I can't gank mid through a bot lane, or through. Nope. Won't be able to gank mid through the bot side, so but mid's not really my focus anyway, so I don't really care about that. Maokai, wow, pink ward. It's really annoying. I don't think we should fight this 3v3. Maokai's really tanky, and taking this scale is harder early game. So I'm gonna hang around bot in case Maokai comes. I'm lagging like crap.
Who needs a beat down?
So annoying, lag. And Lee keeps getting bullied. The problem is because Lee's building full damage, so he's like not scaling hard at all compared to Renekton. Annoying lag.
An ally has been slain.
I don't know if it's warded or not. If it's not, I'll be able to kill him. So I actually missed my Q there because of lag. God, this lag is so annoying. So after this, I'm going to leave Aegis to Sona, and I'm going to build a Phage, which I haven't done before, but let's see how well this works.
Here I come to save the day.
So bot is doing pretty well on that. Bot's doing pretty well on their own. I'm going to secure my buffs because it seems that Maokai has a tendency to steal them. Mid is pretty much been even the whole time, so no need to worry there. And now I'm just gonna skip all the little camps and go get a red for Ahri, or I mean blue. And pink dragon, because dragon control is going to be really important. Since they don't have a ward here, I can go gank the Lucian. Okay, he flashed. He didn't need to. He was really close to his base, so that was a wasted flash, which is obviously good for us. I don't know what Lee Sin's doing, like all the way there. So he's losing top pretty hard, even though I've basically just been free camping his lane. So I'm probably just gonna go top again. not... Oh, so I do. I just want to save Ari. Nope, I will not be able to. This Maokai is really tanky, so... Yeah. So I don't want to miss out on this whole wave here, so I'm just going to stick around. It doesn't matter how low I go, because I'm just going to go back to base after this. He should honestly just run. They can easily tower dive him. So with two of us, we should be able to defend more easily. So I'm just going to... Okay, so he knows I'm there. But it doesn't really matter if we lose this tower, since we already have their top tower. It will just be an even trade. So I'd rather recall and finish my phage. And I'm going to hold top against Renekton. If my ult's up, we have a chance of taking him down, but it's very unlikely because he's so tanky. Oop. Okay, Lee Sin flashed. I don't know why he would flash there. Now my ult is back up, so I'll be able to probably pull off another successful gank. I think I showed myself mid on accident. I think Kennen actually used his ult right before he died, which is just another random good thing for us. Maokai's mid again, Ari should be fine. So I'm just gonna stick around so that, whoops, that was a really short dash. Anyway, just sticking around so that Ari didn't get harassed under tower, and not much else for me to do here mid, so I'm just gonna go farm another few waves. And I'm probably actually gonna go wolves and then bot, since Renekton's not there. Bot might be an easy dive. So clear these quickly, and then hopefully Ari lives. That was... Nope, she's going to die. Maybe Maokai will also die.
An ally has been slain.
Here I come to save the day.
So with the tornado gone, it's going to be an easy dive down here. Never mind. The ignite on me is basically wasted. Ezreal tanking tower, nope, not a good idea. If I had my skills up, I would be able to turn this around. So there we go. Unfortunately, not enough gap closers to take the cannon. So it looks like Lee Sin is starting to do alright. I'm just going to push up bot just to deny them as much CS as possible. Nope, Maokai's down here, so hopefully he doesn't kill me. Yeah, so his whatever gap closer is actually cancels my charging up on my gap closer, so I should have saved it until after, but luckily it came off cooldown quick enough that it didn't really matter. Does any of my moves scale off AP? Nothing? Nope. Oh, my E does. Great. So top is pushing well. Okay, I'm going to help Ari blue before I take my red, I guess, since she's already going there. Okay, she can probably handle this by herself. Lee is getting red. Alright. Did not think about that, but I'm gonna go bot again and gank. With my ult up in 10 seconds, it should be an easy kill on one of the two. Doesn't really matter who. But not while the tower is focusing me already. So just push out bot and should be able to kill one of them. Like so. As well as pick up a bot tower. So now Lee Sin looks like Lee Sin is doing well enough against the Renekton where I don't really have to worry about him anymore. So with one dead bot and bot lane pushed really hard, as well as I think Kennen's heading top, it's a good chance for us to take Dragon despite not having any ward control over it. Wow, I missed my smite. Anyways, not really much to buy right now, so I'm gonna farm up a little bit. I'll just give Ezreal these wolves. And then just keep on ganking and pressuring lanes. Notice that when I gank and I get a kill, I don't just immediately leave. I help pressure the lane, and then I'll help them get a tower, or keep the lane pushed, or get a dragon, and that's really what you need to be doing. Just getting kills is nice, obviously, but you really need to be doing more than just getting the kills. So always try to get an objective out of it. That's really important. Okay, no more jungle camp, so I'm just gonna go recall, finish up my Sheen, and get started on the Zeo. After I finish my Trinity Force, I'll start building full tank. Because since I do have to be on the front lines, I need to be relatively tanky. I don't actually honestly really know what to build for tank items. For physical damage, probably a Randuin's, but for MR, for magic resist, I really have no idea. So I'll probably just build a Randuin's first, and then maybe like an HP item like a Frozen Mallet, and then go back to like a Maw of Malmortius. Something like that. So with just a lot of HP, since most burst casters don't have really good sustained damage, Kennen among them, just getting a lot of HP is usually enough for the tank line to deal with AP casters. Nope, don't think they're group pushing mid. Maybe they are, so I'll go mid after this. I should have just stayed there, honestly. Forget about the golems, so I'm gonna go there now. This should be actually a pretty good team fight for us, although Lee is pretty low, so have to play a little bit careful. And I will aim for the Kennen. That was a very good Ariel, would flash for this kill, but I don't think I need to. There we go. So now, they didn't even get our mid tower, and now we'll probably be able to get theirs as soon as the wave pushes up. Don't know where they're. Oh, hey, there's Renekton. I don't think he'll be able to defend a 1v4 push. Although we have to be careful that their death timers are a little short, so they're going to be up soon. But I don't know if I don't honestly know if Kennen's ult was used that fight or not. So if it's still up, then it's going to be a little dangerous. So traded inhibitor for one bot tower. Obviously good trade. I'm going to see if the red bots, their red buff is up, and then maybe get a pickup on Lucian, but he should actually be able to escape. So since they're all heavily counter pushing mid, that's where I will be defending. Yeah, Lucian will probably be long gone. Yep. So at this point, it's important to start keeping Baron warded. So yeah, it's really hard to push against super minions. So I'm not super concerned, but with all of them grouped up, it's going to be a little difficult And they might be going for Baron. Nope, they're not. This is probably a huge bait. Yeah, it is. So. Alright, so I'll start working on my Randuins. Okay, just get that, and then I'll guess to get a ward for Baron. Does Ezreal need red? Easy to take red whenever. So if Ezreal's got the Frozen Fist, then I don't really care to give him red buff because he's already got slows anyway. But since this is like a non-Frozen Fist Ezreal, I'll just give it to him. So since mid is already pushed, the ideal is to group another lane and push, probably top. So let's group top. Okay, there's a Nectin. Nothing happened there. So yeah, top next. Sona needs to be careful there. Honestly, it doesn't matter if they're all grouping to push down mid and we're coming to push top, because even so, we have super minions down middle, so we'll push faster than them by default. Without wards here, it's a little bit dangerous because we have no disengage, but luckily they were just standing here at their tower. We can just stall and let mid push. And eventually they'll be forced to recall and defend mid. So even if we just stall here, it's perfectly fine as long as we keep them occupied. I'm getting focused down really heavily, but I think I can go back in. So I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah, but so my goal was just to shut down the cannon. He didn't even have Zonias. Okay, so normally Cannon would have Zonias, but my goal was to go for the cannon and then knock him up and keep him stun locked before he can use his Zonias. And that way we'll be able to burst him down before his ult can get its full potential off. So honestly what we did there was fine because now mid is pushed all the way to their base, also distracting the minions from other lanes. Meaning that we'll also get a lot of pressure in all three lanes now. So that was mostly magic damage that killed me there. So I shouldn't really be building armor. MR, there's like honestly no good MR items. Could get a Woods, Spectre's Cowl. I guess I could build a Banshee's Veil, so anyways, for now I'll just get the MR Cloak. And group for Baron after Drag. Since all the lanes are pushed, we can easily group for a Baron, and if they want to, and like we just did earlier at their tower, we can just stall for time, and then the mid lane will automatically push into the base. Looks like Nectin is warding around. No, or he's just running around, not really sure. So, they can knew we're here, but we can just bait Baron. So I'm the initiate here, so if I see one of their squishies get too close, I'm probably just going to engage. I went a little too close there. And I'm lagging now. Once again, my target is just to get the cannon. So that was actually my bad play, and I let myself get I let myself take way too much damage before the fight started there. But if they're going for Baron, we should get an inhibitor out of this, maybe. Hopefully we do. No, the super minion stopped focusing it. I think we'll get the inhibitor. Oh my god, that's super minion. So even if they get a Baron, it's still not the end of the world for us. Bot lane is also pushing top lane, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna go build a Banshee's Veil. Now they got Baron. Honestly, Cannon's not that big of a damage focus now. Their Lucian's actually a lot more fed, so I think I'm going to start switching targets and just let my team deal with Cannon, especially because he's not anywhere near to finishing his Zonias. His ult is not as big of a threat as I've been making it out to be. So, whoops. 1350, okay. Not too bad. Minion.
Sometimes you gotta make a door.
We have to be careful here because they can go through the jungle and sneak attack us, in which case they'll probably win a clustered team fight, but looks like they all took the safe path, so. Yeah, so he's trying to sneak attack, it's a bit too slow, so as long as we keep them busy, mid will keep pushing, and that's good for us, so. Yeah, if Dragon was up, that would be ideal to take right now, but. So yeah, they're forced to go back mid.
Who needs a beat down?
So now that they're all split, I'm just going to keep pushing bot again, since the chance of a team fight happening is pretty low. And I want to start finishing my tank items pretty soon. Lucian's top, so it'll take him a while to get here, so we should be able to get a good push on bot in the time being. No, the tower is pretty much full.
I'm doing this my way.
Okay, so that was a wasted ult by Janna basically. I think Lucian stopped his push, so still a bit dangerous for us to fight, so keep backing off just until their Baron runs out. So right now we're just playing the stall game, which is fine. Pretty sure they're not going to face check this bush. They have enough skill shots to use, so once again returning to farming bot. We almost got the tower on that push, so after one more push, we'll probably get the tower.
Sometimes you gotta make a door.
Wow, that was a kind of bad kick on Lee Sin because he kicked Kennen into our entire team. So so now that the Lucian's getting really fed, I think just going for an all-out team fight was a bad idea to begin with because they have strong team fight overall. I don't know how the Lucian got that many kills, but Ezreal should still be ahead of him. I don't know. So that was a, I think, 1-for-2 trade.
If you hit a wall, hit it hard.
If we won't be able to win straight up team fights, the only thing we can do then is to either have like a really long, drawn out engage where Ezreal can use his kiting and their team fight potential is really minimized, or to split push. I'm gonna try to go for the red steal, which just came up. Oh, lag again, not good. I'd like to recall and finish my Banshee's Veil, but we're gonna get a pick. That might not happen, so
They'll never know what hit.
here we should finally, wow, we should have been able to pick up the Lucian.
Who needs a beat down?
But we didn't have enough follow-up burst. Yeah, Sona should have really used her ult there. So, we're probably not going to win this team fight, so I'm just going to back out.
Enemy is godlike. Enemy double kill.
That should have been an easy catch, but we just didn't commit to it all in enough. So, ended up being a bit of a bad deal. Are they actually going to Baron? Or are they just going to
I'm doing this
get the...
my way.
Yeah, so they're not going for Baron actually, which is good for us. So I'm going to push out top. Try to stop lagging.
Here I come to save the day.
Because I can't do much to defend mid 1v2, 1v4 or whatever.
Has been destroyed.
So I'm going to push out the top wave and then go back and defend mid. Otherwise top's going to end up 2 push as well. Don't really know what he can do soloing it. I won't be able to smite steal if I'm lagging like this though.
I don't need a player.
Oh wow. So yeah, that was unfortunate. I don't know how the Lucian got so fed, but now the only way we're probably going to win is by them doing a really dumb tower dive and us acing them out of it. The problem is that their front line is so tanky that we can't really get through to their damage dealers easily.
Has been destroyed. An enemy is legendary. Enemy killing spree.
So they're probably honestly just gonna win right here. Since they have 5, I can't defend against a 5-man push. So that's probably GG. I guess the mistake this game was trying to force too many team fights instead of going for like just trying to force team fights too much against a team that has really good team fights instead of going for a smarter strategy, which would have been to like split push or just to make the engages really long and drawn out and wait for the super minions to take their base.